So I want to talk about Caleb Williams, but before that, I know it's Dav. I'm not a fan. Whatever.
You're not a
Dav,
fan of Caleb Williams because he likes the color pink? Is that what you just said?
nope, not at all. Dav
Okay.
Kleiman, so not a fan of him. So obviously, this is also bait, right? Post this video and just be like, yep, whatever. So then comes out and says, many fans are upset about Caleb Williams wearing lip gloss, pink phone, pink nails, and a pink wallet. Leave the kid alone. Okay. So I again think that this is also engagement bait because also to list out every individual thing and being like, oh, just because he's wearing lip gloss, what pink thing, whatever. It's obviously bait. So I don't think this is a story. However, I have talked about this even in the combine. The amount of hate that Caleb Williams has gotten for like off the field stuff or decisions not to do medical things, like except for teams that are interested or to like work out. When again, he did a pro day, but two, the Bears told him they're going to draft him. And obviously he's going number 1. My question is this guy actually getting this much hate for this kind of crap? Because this is asinine to me. This is so ridiculously over the top because he likes pink or he does this kind of crap. But I'm asking you, is this even a story or is this something from Dav to just like rile up engagement?
Yeah, well, to be fair to Dav, he's not the only one trying to rile up the engagement, right?
100%. If you're on Twitter now, literally it's just engagement BS.
Yeah. It's I think ultimately for Caleb, it's probably a good thing because people are pointing to criticize shit that doesn't matter, right?
100%.
Like if I were an athlete and there's like this dumb stuff that doesn't matter, yeah, let people. Oh, my fingernails are painted. I wore some weird clothes. Sure, like Dennis Rodman, always like somebody posted Rodman in a wedding dress and Ricky Williams in a wedding dress.
Yep.
I was like, what are we talking about? Let them criticize you for that right now because people aren't focusing on any possible actual flaws in your game, right?
Yeah.
But when you're the first overall pick, it's going to happen. Last year with CJ Stroud, it was the test that he didn't do well.
Oh my God, yeah,
right?
the test.
So I go, no, is he dumb? Is CJ Stroud too dumb to be quarterback?
Yeah.
It's like, I would rather be called dumb or, oh no, is my quarterback a woman? Oh God, is he a woman? Like, whatever. Focus on those things. And as long as it's not like, oh, he throws the ball terribly.
But this is the kind of crap, and I talked about this last year, even with the CJ Stroud stuff, but it's more on Caleb because I'm legitimately asking if is that just Twitter, where Twitter is now just full of nonsense engagement and race wars? Like, is that what that is?
People got to find a way to tear somebody down, right?
Sure, I get that because that's the crappy machine that we're in right now. Yeah. Because I saw it at the combine. But I saw it at the combine coming from professionals. It wasn't about, lip gloss or nails, but it was just about like garbage. So my question is, like, when we're in this cycle of tearing down and raising up prospects and players, is there because dude, like, we saw this and dealt with this on this show. How many times did we see people go, oh, did you see that Caleb Williams wants equity in whatever team is going to draft him? Which was a garbage story. Like, it didn't happen. Yeah. But like that, it just seems like there's stuff that is targeted at Caleb Williams that started last year and is really amped up. And I just like, dude, it's gotten to a point like, damn, this is toxic shit. Like, this is weird. Really toxic.
And it's going to happen when a guy is projected to be like the number 1 overall pick for that long, right? And a guy who wants to be, let's just like, if you want to be a unique individual and people are saying you are the next first overall pick, you're gonna get torn to shreds.
Like, you fit in this box. Like,
exactly. So 100%. you can be yourself. You can be in the box, right? Like, let's say Arch Manning let's say once he starts playing, he's the projected guy. He's going to be incredibly boxed. He's not going to say any shit to cause any sort of controversy, okay? Because like Peyton, Eli, they've all been through it. They know the machine. And right now, like what Caleb Williams is getting on, like with Shedeur Sanders in Colorado right now, it's a very different approach. His dad, Deion Sanders, brings a lot of attention. And now you have like Shedeur Sanders talking about like the challenges of pitching himself as an underdog a little bit. And people are like, what the fuck are you talking about? Underdog? Sure. Like, it doesn't matter what you say. If you put yourself out there and you're a top prospect, people are going to go at you.
Yeah.
Also, part of that in sports where it gets weird is like Caleb's going to the Bears. 99% sure he's going to the Bears. And when you know a guy is going to a team, you get the opposition of that team ready to go at you, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, Packers fans can go at him. Vikings fans can go at him. Lions fans can go at him. Bears fans divided about Justin Fields and Caleb Williams can go at him. It's tough with sports because people feel like they have the right to talk shit to you online based on the fact that they root against your team. And sometimes people will say stuff where they think it's funny or fun. Like it happens in comments in our videos, right?
Yeah.
Somebody will say something like, man, that's fucked up. They think they're being funny. They don't realize like what they're saying doesn't come off as a joke or as humorous as well.
I think it's, wow, we're going to get into like, that could be a rabbit hole. That's the state of comedy, right? And this is just like former stand-up comic, whatever. I think that you can tell like dark jokes are still fine in my book. Like, so you do dark jokes. Yeah. The issue I think is whenever you do that, there's somebody who's serious. And I think like, especially with how like Twitter's evolved and stuff like that, there needs to be an understanding of like, hey, no, like I actually am not like a hateful garbage person. It's just, this is like a joke, right? And I'm not punching down at anybody, right? Because that's just the like number one rule of comedy. You don't punch down. And when people say like a joke and you're like, oh, that's messed up, there's people that are like, oh no, that's not a joke. Like that is what I believe. And you're like, oh, I don't want that. Like I don't want to be associated with that. Yeah. So yeah, I agree. And I think it's what I'm talking about, because you mentioned like if you're the number one guy, maybe this is just me not remembering. I don't think Trevor Lawrence got this kind of stuff.
Yeah, and he has long hair.
He has long hair. How dare he have long hair? So like, I'm just looking at it of like, damn, like this kid's getting hated on for like every little thing. But I wanted to clarify with you, is this just like a Twitter thing? Is this
I think so.
Okay, got it.
It's, you know, it feels loud because usually the loudest voices get the most attention on Twitter.
Sure.
If Caleb Williams is bad as a rookie, it's going to be brutal. Like, it's going to be terrible. The criticism will be so unfair if he is bad as a rookie. And you should expect him to not be great. Like, the expectations for all the quarterbacks should be probably going to be ugly.
Well, let me tell you about GPS Clips, the hottest, outrageous channel that's been around for a little while now, like a year now, right?
Look it, you can find all of your GPS clips here.